Hey, how's it going everyone? Dan here with the Regular Guy Garage. So we're getting ready to hit the dyno here in a couple days to get this car tuned. So as you can see right now, I have the valve train taken off the car. The reason for that is the car's not broke. I didn't do anything wrong to it. I am doing a valve spring change on these cylinder heads. So these are just the stock LS1 valve springs. The cam that I put in it is not huge. It's only like a 525 lift. And what I'm going to be doing is upgrading to the LS6 valve springs. The reason I'm going with the LS6 over some sort of other aftermarket is they're budget friendly. They're only $70 and they can handle up to a 570. I've read between 550 and 570 lift cam. So we obviously fall within that realm, so I'm going to go ahead and switch these out to prevent any valve float while the car is on the dyno. Now I don't think the cam is large enough that the valve float would have a valve come in contact with the piston. However, I don't want to risk it, especially with my luck. And that too, it's, you know, I'm not going to be able to see the full potential out of the car. It's not really too bad of a job, so I'm going to go ahead and go over how to do it. Alright guys, so first things first, you're going to want to disconnect the negative battery cable. I've already got that done, and that's before you really do any kind of work under the hood, especially if you're going to be disconnecting sensors and all that stuff. So after that, I went ahead, took the coil packs off, take the spark plug wires off, take the spark plugs out, because you actually do have to verify that the cylinders are at top dead center. Otherwise, when you go to release the keeper out of the valve spring, the valve's going to fall directly into the cylinder, and then you're taking apart an entire cylinder head. I've already done all that stuff, so I'm not going to waste your time showing you how to do that. Now the method I'm going to use, this is the method that I use. There are different ways to do it, and there are actually faster ways to do it. This is just the way that I use. One special tool that you are going to need for this is a valve spring compressor tool. This is a trick flow valve spring compressor tool specifically for the LS engine, and it's actually kind of low profile, so it works great with the F-bodies. Alright guys, so I already have this #1 cylinder at top dead center. What I'm going to go ahead and do is set up my tool on here and compress this set of valve springs down. You can leave your fuel lines and stuff hooked up. It's not really that big of a deal. So you just go ahead and tighten these down first. Following that, you're going to go ahead and put the actual compression tool in. And this is threading into where the valve cover bolt actually goes. Then go ahead and get your deep socket. Make sure your spring compressor is lined up here, and just go ahead and run it down. What I like to do is use a magnet, pull the keepers out. This way they don't get lost or dropped, because go ahead and just do the opposite now. Go ahead and loosen it. There are the old valve springs. And then you just go ahead, slide your new valve springs on. Make sure you got them on the correct way. Typically the larger side goes to the bottom. going back in same way we took the old ones off. Now we're going to go ahead and turn it back down. You gotta be very careful with these keepers when you put them back in. You do not want to drop them because they will make their way down into the oil pan some way. So there's literally just a little groove there. You go ahead and stick them right on and they stay in place. What you could try is put a little dab of grease or something on it if you're having a hard time getting them to stay. Also, make sure you're putting them on the right way. Tapered side goes down. Alright guys, so I was able to push through last night. It was raining on me and it got pretty dark, but I was able to get all the valve springs in. So now that all the valve springs are in, I'm going to go ahead and put the rocker arms on the car, get those all torqued back down, and then finish putting the rest of the top end together, such as valve covers, coils, plugs, wires, all that good stuff. Alright, so I got the rocker arms all installed, torqued down, got all the spark plugs in, both sides. I'm gonna go ahead and keep plugging away over here. Should be tightened up in just a minute, and then we'll go ahead and start it and make sure we got make sure we don't have any problems with it. All right, we have everything buttoned up back together. Let's go ahead and give it a start and make sure we don't have any issues. Well, that's it for so the valve spring install went pretty good. Not too bad. I took my time with it. Had some inclement weather. Now the sun's directly in my face. But we're supposed to get the car tuned tomorrow, but the Hurricane Florence, decided she wanted to come party for a little while. So that's gonna be put on hold, which, I mean, obviously no huge deal at all. We'll go ahead and schedule that out for the future. Hopefully it's not too far. Really hoping this storm doesn't do too much damage. The last hurricane that rolled through here did quite a bit of damage. That was Hurricane Matthew a couple years ago. So, you know, hopefully, you know, we prepared for the worst, and we'll just go ahead and, you know, maybe just get some rain and some wind, and that'd be done with it. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed what I was able to show you from the valve spring install. I wanted to get more video. Like I said, I was getting rained on. It was dark. So it was kind of pointless to video. But it was, you know, one of those things where this F-body is a pain in the ass to work on, but you can actually do jobs like that in this car with the right tools. I highly recommend that Trick Flow tool. I will have the link in the description for it. And I believe I said in the beginning these are LS6 springs. Someone told me they were LS3 springs through whatever updates that trickle down. Honestly, I don't know. Summit Racing had them as LS6. Whatever they are better than the stock LS1 stuff, which they say is barely good enough for the stock cam. These are going to be good enough to complement this camshaft. So it is a must-have if you guys are doing a camshaft. Yeah, I should have did it from the start, but I mean, I'm kind of budget building / trying to get the car on the road as quick as possible. But obviously before I was doing some sort of full throttle dyno pull out to, you know, 6,000-ish RPM. Yeah, I want to make sure I have them. So anyway guys, hope you like this video. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. If you like the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. My Instagram @regularguygarage. Take care, and we'll see you on the next one.